Well, whether you realize it or not, encoders are a part of everyday life. They're used in things like elevators, printers, and vending machines, to name a few. They're also prominent on factory floors. And Derek Dice traveled to a Sandpoint company that takes called Encoder Products, a leading global manufacturer of encoders. And that is this week's edition of Made in the Northwest.
Encoder Products Company, just off of Highway 95 near Sandpoint, started with Bill Watt's invention and design of the cube encoder in 1969.
He began producing these in his garage, and as the business grew, it became obvious he needed to do that in a production environment.
Today, Encoder Products has about 150 employees in North Idaho, but it's also a global operation.
We have a manufacturing center in Wrexham, Wales, and in Zhuhai, China.
But what is an encoder?
An encoder is an electromechanical device that translates rotary motion into a digital signal.
Their optical rotary encoder has become an industry standard. They're especially useful for anything that requires motion control on a factory floor.
Could be conveyors, could be automated guided vehicles driving throughout a warehouse delivering parts to a production floor.
Or in the case of their Sandpoint neighbor, Lighthouse Foods.
And the rotary encoder could be tracking the speed of a conveyor that's carrying these bottles down the line, and the filling head that needs to come down and fill liquid into that bottle needs to know where the bottle is going to be at a precise instant.
It all starts in the machine shop. Because EPC is a mass customization facility, they make a ton of specialized parts.
It's probably in the tens of thousands of different parts that we have to produce.
This surface mounting technology machine basically assembles the brains of the encoder in a very compact package.
The SMT line is taking the circuit board components and placing them on the circuit board, the proper component in the proper place and the proper configuration.
It's all extremely precise, but some of the components can't be mounted by machine.
Here in the wire bonding department, these ladies have to have the hands of a surgeon because they're often soldering wires just a fraction of the size of a human hair.
It's so precise because some encoders produce up to 30,000 electrical pulses per revolution. They're assembled in lean manufacturing cells like this one, where the product starts and finishes within that cell.
It minimizes waste, provides efficiency of motion and supply of components and materials.
EPC has become known for its quality and impressive lead times.
We actually have products that if we get an order across the fax machine at 10 o'clock in the morning, we can produce it and ship it out the door by 2:30 that afternoon.
And with a lot of offshore manufacturing coming back to the U.S. with automated motion-controlled equipment, EPC is well positioned for the future.
All that motion control is going to require feedback devices. In many cases, the device of choice is a rotary encoder.
And that means they can remain an industry leader for a long, long time. For Made in the Northwest, I'm Derek Dice, KXLY-4 HD News.